fire. Fire, how fire begins? We all, I think people might be knowing about fire triangle or fire tetrahedron. Fire triangle is nothing but we have three things is required. In your school time you might have studied, you might have done an experiment, a candle flame experiment. A candle will be there. Then if you close with a tumbler or a glass, the candle flame goes off. Why? We cut oxygen. So oxygen, fuel and heat, these three things are required to create, to occur a fire, or it is an exothermic reaction. Fire needs all three ignites. So if you remove one, it will stop. So fire extinguishing using this technique, either we have to use oxygen, that is smoothing. If you use cooling, that is heat is removed, and starvation, fuel is removed. Cooling, heat is removed, smoothing, oxygen is removed, and starvation, fuel is removed. So it is a chemical reaction. Fire tetrahedron explains why some fires keep burning despite suppression, flammable gas leakage with continuous ignition, all that things we see. So this is a fire triangle. As I mentioned, oxygen, heat and fuel, and this is a fire tetrahedron in addition to chain reaction. This is a chain reaction, and fuel may be a flammable material that begins the process. That may be a flammable material like petrol, diesel, kerosene or wood, paper, or solid for combustible items, all that things. Heat energy is produced during combustion because of the reaction of exothermic reaction, and oxygen supports the burning due to oxidation. This is when gases released by fuel heat up. And uninhibited chain reaction are where heat is constantly being produced as a result of ongoing reaction, that is chain reaction. And this is the 4 stages of fire. You know, sometimes in a big building fire, it started with a small candle flame fire, a small spark or something like that. We can just, by using a small extinguisher, we can extinguish the fire. But if we are not addressing that fire, it maybe 2 fire engine is required after half an hour or after 1 hour. It will be developed like anything. So the first stage of ignition is a non-flaming smoldering stage. It starts slowly. In the developing stage, again the heat release rate is increased. At the peak, stage 2 to the stage 3, fully developed fire, the heat release rate HRR is very high. And finally the source is diminishing. It starts decaying. So ignition, growth, fully developed and decay. These are the 4 stages of fire. Now we can see 2 types of flames. One is hottest, complete combustion is happening. That is a bluish flame. And here it is not complete combustion, incomplete combustion, less air. So we can have 2 types of combustion, that is reaction, premixed flame and diffusion flame. Premixed flame is nothing, the oxygen is already mixed and there will be a complete combustion will be there. In a diffusion flame there will not be any oxygen, so it may not be incomplete, it may not be a complete combustion. So you can see produces CO2 where incomplete combustion produces CO. This is very dangerous. If you if you went to any industry, if take any accident investigation reports, you see the people are died due to fire accident is not because of burn sometimes. It is because of incomplete ignition produces CO. People inhaling CO about 25, I think the TLV Stell value of CO is, I think it is 20 ppm. So if more than that, definitely it can cause death to people. So this is a various classification of fire. So class A, there are 3 standards, Asian standard, I mean Indian standard, European standard and USA, United States standard. So this class A fire means solid fire. According to Indian standard, class A solid fire, class B flammable liquid, class C gas, class D combustible metal, class F cooking media. European standard also very similar. Class A solid, Class B flammable liquid, Class C flammable gas, Class D combustible metal and Class F cooking media. But American standard is different. Class C in American standard is not flammable gas, it is energized electrical equipment, or electrical fire comes under Class C in American standard. That's a change in American standard. Whereas class C is flammable gas in Indian and European standard. Class D is same combustible metal, and class, it is not mentioned, cooking media or cooking fuel fire is not mentioned like class F, it is class K. So only two changes in US standard. Class C is electrical fire, and cooking media or cooking fuel fire is class K instead of class F. And this is the various forms of fire, that is pool fire, jet fire, and flash fire. Then common causes of electrical fire from faulty electrical connection, loose connection, overload, junction boxes, extension cords, low quality extension cords. This all can create a short circuit, and maybe Christmas trees. I have seen in Christmas tree, in Christmas time, the people uses Christmas tree, extension cord will be there. Low quality extension cord they will purchase. In the night it will be glowing. Sometimes there will be a short circuit. People may go on for some dinner in a flat. They may go for a dinner in a hotel. While they come back, the complete flat will be under burn. Fire. That is because of short circuit, low quality electrical equipments, low quality extension boxes. All that creates problem. And common cause of fire, mechanical sparks and short circuits. This is static electricity. This is very, very important in petrochemical industries, where the static electricity is nothing but due to, might have done an experiment, if you want to see the static electricity, take a comb, rub on your hair and take some piece of paper. If you put that, touches the comb on the paper, it will attract, because while rubbing or while doing friction, there will be a charge formed. So that charge has to be discharged. So that is the proper problem of this static electricity. Static electricity is also a cause of fire in oil pipelines. The oil is flowing through the pipeline, there will be a friction. It is not addressed, it is not properly earthed, or it is not properly grounded, or then there will be chance of fire. And common cause of fire, poor housekeeping. The things are dumped here and there. That may lead to fire. The storage of chemical, storage of flammable liquids.